Okay, hopefully my connection will not fail me now, but let me wait for others to join. So I will start talking as soon as anyone joins. Even if it's one person, I'm just going to start as soon as someone joins. Okay, I see. Hi, Ntogo Mtetwa. I was just saying to myself that I'm going to start talking as soon as anyone joins, because it wasn't a planned live video. I was planning just to do a video and upload it, but I thought, why not do a live, do it while people are here. So, I just wanted to share today, the reason why I did career coaching. And I've got a lot to unpack, but my video will be very short, 5 minutes. But thereafter, in weeks and months to come, I've got a lot of topics that I want to cover as a coach, which I've been working on. So I am here in the Northwest, in a hotel somewhere in Northwest, and I just took the weekend to have a strategy session with my own self. And the people online, if you can please assist me, if you can just let me know if you can hear me, because I started the video earlier and the people who were there, they said they could not hear me, it was buffering, etc., etc. So I had to close it and then rejoin. If you could please assist me by just typing on the chat and telling me if you can hear me and see me and all of that, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you, Tsebang. So I was just saying that I'm in this beautiful hotel in the Northwest. I decided to actually come here for the weekend to have a strategy session with myself, and it's a bit funny because you don't hear people saying that they're having a strategy session with themselves. But I did that because I'm the business. I'm the face behind the brand, Zintlemyeni, the career coach. So I'm here just writing out, the material really for my coaching, because I'm a coach, but there's certain topics and things that I want to share on my social media as well. And some of the topics are coming through from my various mentees or the people that I coach. So I'm going to talk about a lot of them in weeks and months to come. But today I just wanted to share why I started becoming a coach. And really the main purpose, it's really to see Africans. And I'm not just saying black people. When I speak about Africans, I'm just counting everyone in Africa, really. But maybe I shouldn't limit myself. I must start, counting international people. But I just want to see Africans, especially young Africans, thrive in their careers. And some of the challenges that I'm going to share are things that I've actually struggled with in my own career. I am open about these things, even with people that I coach and, the people that I speak to, my own teams. I'm always open about my struggles, and I try to help them to not go through, those same things. So my main aim is to just see people thrive in their careers. And there's something then that I noticed, in my early days as a trainee accountant or as a trainee auditor. Hopefully people don't take offense at this. I don't take offense because I'm affected. It was that I noticed that people who are coming from rural areas, and those who went to, I would say, poor public schools, they tend to have different behaviors than the people who, for example, grew up or were born in urban areas. So, I'm just going to cover 4 things today. So that is one of the, the reason why I saw a need to coach. Because I noticed that these people who come from rural areas, they tend to lack confidence. They tend to shrink, and they are not loud. They don't put themselves out there. And because of that, we see them not climbing up the ladder as faster as they should, because I noticed that these are good people. very smart, very capable, but they're just not moving up the ladder because of, their social backgrounds or the beliefs, their limiting beliefs. I think the next video that I'm going to do, it's ways that people sabotage their own careers, and one of them, it's just limiting beliefs. And I noticed that these people, then they would not climb up the ladder as faster as other people who are coming from urban areas. So that is just one thing that made me see a gap, that no, man, this is not right, because these people are smart, they've got a lot to offer, but they are just not seen. Thank you, Anita. I see that you agree with that. You're saying it took a long time for you to be bold and confident, and for me as well, it took me a long time to be bold and confident, and that is why I'm now a coach, because I've seen this gap. I've seen people struggle a lot with confidence, especially the people who are coming from the rural area. So that's one of the things, confidence. And then the other thing with these same people, those who are coming from the rural areas, especially those who also struggle with English, because I'm also someone who went to especially in primary school, I went to a African or a Zulu school. I would say that I went to a Zulu school in my primary. And if you have that foundation, sometimes English is not your strong point. And it's something that I noticed, that even in varsity, I would shrink when I am around, those students who spoke private school English. I would have a lot to say. I would know the answer, but then I would shrink and let those ones who are speaking better English speak. So, those are some of the things, which I see a lot. It doesn't only end there. It also happens, in the workplace, where those people who tend to be loud, who speak up, they are recognized more. And it's good, we need to speak up, in the workplace. We need to show ourselves. And that is what I encourage people to do. The people that I coach, I always encourage them, speak up, show yourself, get yourself out there, be seen. That's what I encourage people, because that's what I also had myself do in order to move up the ladder. So those are some of the things I noticed, that people who come from rural areas, or these public schools, they tend to shrink and have that inferiority complex around other people. And I saw that gap, and I was like, no, man, this is not right, because these same people, again, very smart, very capable, they've got a lot to offer, but they just shrink in the presence of other people who appear to be smarter. So those are the things really that I was like, no, I have to address this. I need to coach, and and get these people to get out there, so that's the second thing. The third thing, and this one I am really, really passionate about. I see it a lot in the workplace. There are those people who have unhealed wounds. It may come from various sources, childhood traumas, various things. There's lots of things that happen which cause these unhealed wounds. And these people, you find that, they are honestly very sincere. They want to excel or rise in their careers. And they mean well. But then they don't get recognized, they don't get promoted because they've got a negative attitude. In most cases, these people who have these unhealed wounds, they have a negative attitude. They don't know how to communicate effectively. They lack, the emotional intelligence, and they always complain. They are the people who always have to find something wrong in the workplace. And if you dig deep into the, what's causing that, you'll find that, no, these people have a lot of unresolved issues within them, and it now spills over to the workplace, where they show up as, people with a negative attitude, they complain, etc., etc. So, with these people, I've seen a lot of them, and it's very difficult for them to climb the ladder, because nobody, there are few people I know who are okay with working with someone who has a very bad attitude. And I often just feel sad and sorry for these people, because others are just very sincere. They really want to, grow in their careers. They mean well, but they don't even notice that, this behavior is sabotaging their own career. They, always just complaining, etc., etc. They don't know. So those are the other people that I noticed, and I felt compassion, and that I have to coach these people on how they should show up. And how I advise these people is that they just need to go to therapy, because those types of things, you address them through therapy. I see Anita, lingering trauma that is unaddressed can produce negative results, definitely. And it has destroyed a lot of careers. I'll speak on it in in videos to come. It has destroyed a lot of careers. People who have trauma, they are just unsettled. They are not at peace. So it spills, through to the workplace as well. And it's really sad, because again, it's really smart people, capable, sincere, but because of those behaviors, it sort of limits them in their career. So I saw that, and I was like, no, this is something that I have to coach people about, and this is something I do coach people about, and I always advise them, to seek therapy in these types of situations. And then there is the fourth thing that made me to really, really want to coach was toxic bosses. Yeah, toxic leaders. I got to see, toxic leadership behaviors, very late in my career. Not late, because, I'm still very young, but, I recently, not even recently, I don't want to say this in a bad way, but, I learned about toxicity, in leadership, I'll say recently, but it's not recent. I don't want you to now, calculate and see where I'm at. No, it's not. It's not about me. It's about people I coach. But toxic leadership, and some of the people that I coach, I then address, I then tell them how to address toxic leaders, because unfortunately, we do have that in the workplace. And if you look at the third point that I was talking about, those people who have unhealed wounds, traumas, some of them, if they end up in leadership positions, they become these toxic leaders. And in my coaching, I then advise people how to deal with these types of situations. The one thing that I always advise them is to communicate. I mean, if you keep quiet about any issue that you're experiencing in the workplace, it doesn't serve you. That issue it's just gonna get worse. Yeah. Yes, especially all the women in leadership positions. And you correctly putting it simply, Mondi, because I think it's not all of them. I don't want some people to attack me after this, but some people, I don't know whether it's just holding on to, I don't know, their own beliefs or what they know, but they just become difficult, especially to us youngsters who are just coming in with new ideas and all of that. So I've seen that amongst the older generation. It happens quite a lot. So in my coaching, definitely that's one of the things that I address, especially towards the people who are on the receiving end of these toxic leaders. How do they respond, etc., etc. So these are just some of the things. It's an intro video of who is Zinhle and why do I coach, where did it start. And for those who are not here when the video is starting, you'll see at the start where I cover why I even started coaching in the first place. I saw some gaps in the workplace, but also I just have a passion for career growth and seeing people, especially Africans, grow in their careers, and that's really the reason. So these are the topics that I cover, but it's just some of them. I haven't covered all of them. There's quite a lot to unpack, even in these 4 things that I've spoken about, and I've got videos that I'm gonna share in the future. I plan to be a coach for a very long time, so I won't tell you when in the future, but in the future, because I'm gonna be a coach for a very long time. So there's quite a lot that I'm going to share with you. The next video though that I'm going to share, it's a very, it's very close to my heart. It's ways in which people are self-sabotaging in their careers. And I'll cover, there's so many ways that people self-sabotage in their careers. But I'll just cover some of them, negative self-beliefs about themselves, even this inferiority complex that I spoke about. Those are some of the ways that people tend to self-sabotage So I think watch that video. It's gonna be the first of the many videos that I'm going to share about these very important topics that we deal with in the workplace. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm gonna share this on my social media. As I said, it was an unplanned live. I wanted to just do a video and post it, but I thought, why not do a live? And thank you for those who were engaging in the chats. Goodbye.